Have you ever had someone sit across from you, not angry, not shouting, but with a calm, devastating clarity that makes your entire world begin to crumble before your eyes? 6 days ago, Mia thought she was simply stepping out for a quiet coffee break, a moment of stillness in her usual whirlwind of responsibilities. The cafe was her little sanctuary, a tucked-away corner of the city where no one asked questions. She'd barely wrapped her hands around her latte when she looked up and froze. Elijah? The name tumbled from her lips in a surprised murmur. Her longtime neighbor, her quiet, observant friend, the man who knew her routines almost as well as her husband. He sat down across from her like he belonged there, like this meeting wasn't accidental. "Shouldn't you be at work?" she asked, forcing a smile, unease creeping into her voice. "I could ask you the same," he replied, his tone calm, eyes unreadable. "Took the afternoon off for something personal." Mia shifted in her seat. "I just needed a breather. A rough morning. That's all." Elijah tilted his head slightly. "You don't usually come here." She looked down at her untouched drink. "I was in the area." The silence that followed wasn't awkward. It was dense, heavy, like fog rolling in before a storm. And then, without raising his voice, Elijah dropped the words that cracked everything open. "Is there something going on between you and that man?" Mia's heart stuttered. Her grip tightened around her cup. I don't know what you're talking about." But Elijah didn't look away. His voice remained steady. "Yes, you do. The one you keep glancing toward every time someone walks through that door. The one you've been seeing behind Brad's back." Her breath caught. "There's nothing going on," she whispered, her voice trembling. "The kind of nothing," Elijah said, "that makes you miss your son's birthday. That pulls you away from your anniversary dinner. That kind of nothing." Tears threatened behind her eyes. "He needed someone," she said, her voice fragile. "His friend passed away. He was falling apart." "No," Elijah countered. "He was playing you, manipulating your empathy, knowing exactly when to pull you in. You think it's coincidence? He knew what those nights meant, and he made sure you weren't there for them." Mia's defenses crumbled, her shoulders sinking under the weight of her own guilt. "Brad is the good man," she whispered. Elijah nodded. "Yes, he is. He listens to you. He stays up when you can't sleep. He plans silly little surprises just to make you smile. And yet, you keep slipping away to wait on a man who hasn't earned an inch of your life." Her tears fell freely now, mascara tracing soft lines down her face. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen." "No one ever does," Elijah replied. "But now you're here, and the truth's right in front of you. Brad deserves it." She wiped her face, voice cracking. "If I tell him, it'll destroy him. And hiding it won't." Elijah asked gently, "Do you think Reed will keep playing nice once he knows Brad's out of the picture?" "He doesn't want you, Mia. He wants what Brad has. He wants to win." She stared at Elijah, stunned. "How do you know all this?" His jaw tightened. "Because I've watched this pattern before. And I've watched you. I saw it happening, slowly, quietly, and I couldn't stay silent anymore." Then, from behind her, a voice cut in low, casual, but tinged with something smug. "Is this guy bothering you?" She turned to find Reed standing there, tall, rugged, dressed in his usual lazy confidence. Elijah stood too, calm but unshakable, and extended his hand. "You must be Reed." Reed hesitated, then shook it, but his smirk faltered when Elijah's grip tightened. "Listen closely," Elijah said, voice low, eyes locked. "If you try to humiliate her or come near my wife again, yes, Louise knows, I'll make sure you regret it." Reed stiffened. "Who the hell do you think you are?" "I'm the man who sees you for what you are," Elijah replied without blinking. "You're not here for Mia. You're here to defeat Brad. She's just a trophy you're waving in his face." Reed didn't answer. He couldn't. Elijah stepped back, turning to Mia with a quiet strength. "You still have a chance to do the right thing. Go home. Tell Brad everything. Not to protect your image, but because he deserves honesty. And you deserve your dignity back." Mia stood, legs trembling, tears still falling. "Thank you," she whispered. "Don't thank me," Elijah said gently. "Just don't waste this second chance." She left the cafe without looking back, heart racing, unsure what she would say or how Brad would react, but knowing, finally, what she had to do. Because sometimes the most painful truth is still better than the prettiest lie. So, what do you think? Does Mia deserve forgiveness if she comes clean? Or has the damage already been done? If you were Brad, could you look her in the eyes again after everything?